Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the You're Delusional podcast hosted by myself, LaTerra, Wair. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to another week. So it is me, your host. Guys, lately there has been so much going on. Like at the end of the night for me again, I've been having these not sleep apnea moments or whatever, these late night thoughts that have just been kind of in my head, and it's been very strange. I am in the middle of my grad school journey. I'm in this class right now, this finance class, and my professor has not updated grades. Or had not. I checked this morning and he did update all the grades and stuff, but we didn't have any grades being updated for, I think we're in week 6. So for the first 5 weeks, it was just kind of blank, and I was and a little stressed out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I'm doing bad at school this time around because the pacing of everything works for me. But at the same time, I get super nervous that I'm just going to randomly completely f up or something. And can I take a minute to say how it is actually kind of crazy how I'm halfway through grad school already? I feel like the beginning of this year was the halfway point. I should be done this time next year, but I think that I have a break in between the last semester and whatever, and that's just the way that kind of all came out or something like that. I'm halfway through, and that is actually crazy because I feel like I just decided that I was gonna start going to grad school again, I just decided that I wanted to go to grad school for real. I thought about it as soon as I graduated with my bachelor's, and then I was like, nah, not really. And then some things happened and I was like, why not? So I did that. We're halfway there. I have a 4.0 all the way through. Isn't that crazy? I think at the end of when I get to my summer semester, I think I'm going to get myself a very nice birthday gift if I keep up this trend. I talked to you guys last week about taxes. I still haven't filed my taxes. I have started them, but the app is acting weird, so I have to go actually online on a computer to file them, I've figured out. So I need to just allocate some time to sit down and actually do that. But a girl has been booked and busy, guys. I've been so busy, but I'm so thankful to be busy, so I'm just kind of okay, just keep your head down, just grind it out, and I feel like I've been grinding. I'm so tired. I'm trying to also push through this this slump of tired decline or whatever. So that's everything with me. Other than that, I've been living life, breathing air. I'm getting there. You know what I mean? It's been that kind of week for me. I have to put out a video, and I hope that I put it out yesterday when it is due. But so when you guys are seeing this today, I hope that I put it out yesterday because it's intended to go out yesterday. But I am so swamped that it might not come out until Friday. It might not come out until, I don't know. I think I'm just going to delay it, and I'm going to have 3 podcast episodes and be kind of missing from the main channel. But I'm not trying to go missing. It's just a lot easier to do this than to film some things. And that video is literally almost done. So I think I'm going to be able to do it. I just have to get it out. Nothing too crazy at all. But what has been up with you guys? I would love to hear from you. I've been hearing from some of y'all and just kind of watching some of y'all's stories and seeing what y'all have been doing. Anyway, I've been babbling for so long. This is such a long intro. Hello, guys. If you don't know me also, my name is LaTerra Wair. I'm a multimedia content. Oh my God, I almost swallowed my mic. I'm a multimedia content creator here across various corners of the interwebs. I am the host of the You're Delusional podcast, and you can find me everywhere else at the LaTerra Wair. In the light of the month, in the theme of the month, there was terrible news today. Reverend Jesse Jackson has passed away. That is super sad. And he did a lot for people. It is also Black History Month. I think that in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of serious topics and racial topics and stuff like that. We don't talk about a lot of this stuff because it's not supposed to be super lighthearted here. It is supposed to be super lighthearted here. Like, it's supposed to be just like cousinly talk. But there are really serious issues that go on in the world, and this man is someone who has advocated and he's shown up and he's done the right thing throughout the course of history. So people who look like me, people who may look like you, can have equal opportunities, can have, just rights that everyone should have. And he has affected a lot of people's lives. So with that also being in mind, and the theme of our month being about love and being about celebration and very specific self-celebration, people like this make it easier, and they pave a way, and they walk so that older generations and things like that can run in the fact of like loving themselves, and they can run in the fact of being who they are. Rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson. Segueing into our first topic, I wanted to talk about the importance of just like support and the importance of people that keep you going. And for me, that has become a thing of family. I think that it's super important to choose the family that you have, and it's super important to know your family and make sure that your family knows you. Family is one of those things where when you talk about love is one of the first senses of love, or one of the first places that you're going to get love from is from your family. Simply because that is where you spend an early part of your life at, whether that be your mother, your father, your grandparents, your siblings, whoever raised you, whatever. It will be a family. Even if you're someone who is in some type of estranged family, like who is orphaned, someone who is in a adopted family, someone who's in a foster family, like there are people around you, and that essentially is the family that you have until you get a little older and until you can make different choices about who is and is not going to be your family. For me, a family is someone who is... they're there to support you and to love you and to nurture you and to give you companionship and to show up for you, and there's someone who is supposed to be there, and everyone is tolerable and everyone is forgiving and everyone loves another person without cost. Like there is no exchange there. There is no like, I'm doing this because I need you to do this for me. I personally feel like it should just be like, I'm doing this because like I do love you, and I'm doing this because this is the kindness of my heart. Like an example of this for me would be doing what I do now. Like I love to yap, I love to talk, I love to do all this, whatever. And so from that, a family member who, like my immediate family, a way that they like show me love is they will just sit there and listen to me and let me like bounce ideas off them, and they will like interact with me back, and I will do the same for them. And I would do that for them because they obviously stopped me, so that's something that they like need at that moment, or that's something that they want at that moment, and it cost me nothing. Things like that are ways that I believe that family is built, and I believe that like you show up for people and you listen to them, and like your friends can become your family, enemies can become your family. Like relationships grow and things take time, and it's not always about who you're born with and all this kind of stuff. Family is in a sense like a community. Like you guys are like a type of family to me, and because of that, you really do have to make it clear where you stand on a lot of things with family. I think that sometimes it can be a little murky, and it can be very emotionally volatile when you start dealing with family and stuff like that. But they can also be like your biggest support. They can be the thing that truly nurtures you and keeps you going, and they make you just not feel as alone. It takes sometimes separation to understand that. So when I was younger, went away for a little bit and I just didn't see my family. I lived life, they lived life and everything. And I'm the oldest of 3. And so that whole kind of thing was happening. And in that, it really made me, I really kind of understood what it's like to feel like you're just kind of out here, and that kind of sucks. Like in that, I could never be someone who's just like necessarily a loner and not by choice. I think that that can be very lonely, and I would always have to like have a friend to fill a familial void, if that makes sense, because I kind of miss my family because I grew up like with my other two siblings, and that was more so the part that I missed. From a very young age, I've been able to separate from something that is going to hurt me in the long run because I just don't want to feel like that. But I also think to myself, like, these two people, specifically my siblings, give me such a good outpour of energy that like I could never also leave that. Family like that makes it super worth it. Family like that makes things like love and things like friendship and companionship very easy to understand and a lot more digestible. And I just think that it's very important in the process of loving yourself, and it's very important in the process of, you know, like trying to grow and be a better person and all these kinds of things, to also understand that family is family can be one of the best supporters and the best advocates in this growth journey and like finding themselves, because there's no one who can like hype you up like a family member. There's no one who can love you like a family member, only because they've gone through so many things with you. Like, they know you, they have been with you, like they've seen you grow and be built and all your character flaws and all this type of stuff. And if they're still supporting you, it's kind of like you've seen me do the worst. You've seen me be the worst version of myself, and you still love me enough. How do I say this? During this month for me, family is just one of those things that I am definitely so thankful for. I am so thankful for every one of my family members, and so thankful that they are here, you know, and they help me like love myself. They help hype me up. They are there to like catch me and to tell me everything is going to be okay, even when I feel like I have no one, when I feel like everything is horrible and the world is horrible, and it can't be too horrible because I have them, you know? So I say that to say that like your family truly is anything that you make it. Your family could be your group of best friends. Your family could be your partner's family. Your family could be anyone who you want your family to be. But it's important to build that family. It's important to build that support system around you, because this world can be so lonely. This world can be such a lonely and like overwhelming place sometimes. And I feel like, going back to the very beginning of everything that I was saying, I've been sitting there having these like thoughts lately just about how overwhelming the world can be and how like small you are in the grand scheme of things. And I think that when you think about the world and think about like the people that you meet and get to love, it's very softening. A lot of opportunity and a lot of window to not feel so like consumed. I think that's the best way to put this. Lately, the world has been feeling like it's very consuming, with a lot of stuff going on, with a lot of like everything going on, and the holidays passing and people not feeling as like adequate and all this type of stuff like that. Like, just know that like you will find a family, you can build a family, you can do a lot of stuff to not like feel like this. And I think that it's very important to keep the idea of family close, because yes, everything is singular, right? Like everything is super singular, but also at the same time, it doesn't have to be. Like, it definitely doesn't have to be. And if you do it right, you have friend groups that become like families because they see each other more than you see your actual family. It goes on, and people will still like love each other, and family will still be there for you, and everyone will always be there, and it'll be there to help you feel good and to make you feel good. And these are the people that you should keep close. These are the people who you should love because they love you. And I think that genuine love is actually super important, because caring about someone's accomplishments, showing people that you care about them and all that kind of stuff, super important. And if you build a family the right way, if you work on your family the right way, because the grass is greener where you water it, then it'll get good. Let me know what you guys think about that. Like I was very much so just thinking the other day about how I've had such a crazy like roller coaster relationship with my family, with friends that have become family, with family that has become strangers, you know? Like I've had such an interesting relationship. And even with keeping your family close, even with all this, like happiness is a non-negotiable at the end of the day. At the end of the day, everyone needs to understand that happiness is a non-negotiable. That's that on that. Moving into your delusional topic. Family deserves more chances when it comes to misunderstandings. I don't think that's delusional. I've gone back and forth with this topic several times. I don't think that is necessarily delusional, although I do think that with family, misunderstandings hurt a little deeper once they do again. Because for me, at least personally, it feels like if you're someone who is a close family member to me and I love you and I've already you've done this thing that's hurtful to me, knowing me, I'm assuming that I've already explained this to you again, or explained this to you the first time. So if it does happen again, I think that the second time it wouldn't even be more so that I'm upset, mad about it. It'd be more so that I'm just hurt that you don't care enough to not do it. And I think that's where people lose a lot from me. I feel like once someone starts emotionally affecting me and stuff, then at that point I have to let it go and let it be, because there's no point to really doing that. Yeah, I don't think that that's very delusional. Do you guys think that that's delusional? Do you think that your family should get just as many chances as everybody else? I only say this because at one point I did think that, because I feel like family is everyone's a person. Everyone is a person. And if anything, I think that they know you better than a stranger knows you. So who should get more chances, you know? That's a stance I took. It's one of those, really, are you willing to take it there? Because if you're not willing to take it there and just let them go and let them be, then that means it will come with another chance. And it's just what does that mean for you? That's kind of where I'm at. Let me know where you guys are at. Moving into our what we're watching. So guys, this is an oldie but a goodie. In 2011, they brought to the stage this bad teacher. Guys, if you have not seen this movie, this is a classic little, it's like a rom-com. I'm gonna call it a rom-com drama thing. It has Cameron Diaz, Justin Timberlake, Jason Segel, Phyllis Smith, and y'all, this movie is so good. Honestly, I feel like it has just the right amount of comedy, but inappropriateness, but everyone's really just doing their thing. And it's perfect. It has a bit of good humor. It has people who are just really not likable characters, but you do like them. It has bathroom humor. It has what else? Yeah. And I think the best part is it really just shows a woman on a mission will finish that mission at any. And Miss Diaz was trying to do what she had to do by any means possible. And I love it. I really can't hate it. I think that she did what she had to do. I think Justin Timberlake really I miss him acting. A lot of people know him as like a singer, but I'm in that age group where I know Justin Timberlake as an actor, and I miss him acting. He is in a couple of my favorite films, actually, like a couple of my favorite films. So definitely loved him in this. Loved getting to see him with Cameron Diaz. Mr. Jason, he's iconic. Honestly, he is literally iconic. I don't even like comedy movies or nothing like that for real, but he is actually an iconic legend for me. Like I said, my girl Phyllis. I don't have to say too much about her. She's a baddie through and through for real. Yeah, I think that this movie just gives so much nostalgia. It just reminds me of such a good time in my life. I think I was in high school when this movie came out. I was in middle school, and I watched it a lot in high school. So yeah. But that is what we're watching. Let me know what you guys are watching. Drop some show recs down below. I'm watching Game of Thrones as my main girl right now, so I have a while to go before I can give you guys my thoughts on that. I'll probably give you guys a half watch thought, but I'm watching other little stuff in between. So let me know down below. Let me know what you guys are watching lately. And yes, with all that being said, that has brought us to the end of this episode. If you are listening via our audio platforms, thank you so much for listening. Please be sure to rate the show up above. And if you are watching the podcast, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. And if you are interested in following more about me and my personal life, you can follow me at the LaTerra Wair on Instagram, X, and on Facebook. And if you want to know more about the production company, you can follow us at LT Legacy Productions on Instagram and on Facebook. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Your Delusional podcast. The Your Delusional podcast is produced by LT Legacy Productions and hosted by LaTerra Wair.